Hello guys, Tish here, and today I'm going to present you a video I was looking to make for a very long time, but I always had some hiccups and at the end I didn't manage to do it. In this video I'm going to be revisiting the Rush game mode on the armored kill maps, because as you can probably remember, at first when the DLC came out it was pretty hard to defend because the AC-130 was really overpowered. It was spawning every 30 seconds or 50 seconds, I don't remember how much exactly, and it was pretty much impossible for the defenders to actually be able to win the game. DICE did a lot of tweaks, a lot of patches for this game mode on these maps in particular. They changed a lot the AC-130. They made it at first to respond every 90 seconds, then every 120 seconds, and at the end they decided to make it that it would respond only after you get one MCOM, not the two, but just one. So if you kill the AC-130 in the beginning of the round, they will get it only after they destroy at least one of the MCOMs, which is pretty nice. I wasn't able to do this video for a very long time because there are almost no servers in Rush for the armored kill maps, which is quite unfortunate because right now I think the game mode is pretty well balanced. It's really fun, especially if you play on a 64-man servers. When initially the DLC came out, I played few rounds on Rush and it was an amazing experience if you were on the attacker side. If you were a defender, it was really frustrating to just get killed over and over again by the AC-130. It's quite hard to destroy in my opinion because it takes, I think, 5 igloo shots to totally disable and destroy one, and it's just not worth all the efforts if it's going to respawn after just 60 seconds. The whole team was playing an engineer, and even now after all the patches it's still like that. Everybody is playing engineer and almost no one is using the RPG or the smoke. So ground armor and vehicles are really tough to destroy if there's only one or two people with not an anti-air missiles or rockets. I was able to only find a server on Armored Shield Rush with a decent ping. It was around 100, which is still quite a bit, but that was the lowest I got found on a server that's Rush and armor kill in the European region. The attackers and defenders have a chopper or attack helicopter, if you want to say it like that. That's not a big problem. If it was only on one of the sides, there was going to be some balancing issues, but if there's one on each side, I don't think that's a problem. I have in the video some gameplay from the AC-130 as well as the chopper, and with the chopper, if you're good gunner and your pilot is really skilled, you could do quite some damage. But even if you're amazing pilot and gunner, after a few minutes you'll just get shot down because everybody, as I said, is playing engineer with air rockets, so you're getting non-stop locked and it's really difficult to fly it. Since they removed the flares or the ECM jammer from the gunner, it's quite impossible. I played a total of 2 rounds of being an attacker and 2 rounds of being defender, and honestly right now I think it's really balanced and a lot of fun. I think more people should start and play this game mode because it's something really interesting, and it's bringing a bit different game style to Battlefield 3, something we don't see in all of the other maps because they're more infantry based, while this one are more of a vehicle based rush, which is quite enjoyable. After all, something fresh. Battlefield 3 is a game that's been out for a year and a half, I think, a lot of time, and really something interesting and new will be always appreciated because even I, a big Battlefield 3 fan, I'm getting a little bit tired of the game. I hate to admit it, but honestly I'm having more fun playing Crysis 3 right now, and I hope to buy Crysis 3 because I don't think there's much of a lifespan left in Battlefield 3. But of course, that long lifespan for just a single game is something amazing, cannot be able to be done by a lot of companies. Call of Duty, it can be interesting for more than a few months, that's why they're giving you games on daily basis kinda. At some point of the video you probably noticed I switched to being a defender, and as you can see we're holding the enemy lines quite good, but at the end they finally push. I'm playing on server with 250 tickets, if I'm not wrong. I can't really see it because it's really small right now on my screen in Sony Vegas, and with 64 men, no matter how good the defenders are, at some point the attackers are going to push in. At the end of the video I go on a pretty high kill streak. I get 12 people in a matter of seconds, around 30 to 40 seconds was all I needed to clear out the whole team almost, which I'm really proud of. Since I haven't done any video discussing the AC-130, I'm going to do it in this one. I think right now it's a really balanced vehicle. If they released it like that from the beginning, I think Rush was still going to be played a lot of these armored kill maps, because as I said, it's quite an amazing and different experience. Both guns aren't overpowered at all, and it's just the sweet spot in my opinion for a vehicle like that. Let's hope they do something similar with the C-130, which is probably going to be the new vehicle dropship that is going to be introduced in Endgame. I sure do hope they do something like that. A lot of people blamed DICE for trying to implement something like that, but I'm honestly glad they did, because they're trying to make FPS shooters a different experience. They try to make the atmosphere while playing one on a whole new level, which is something I really respect, and I'm proud of seeing game developers do that kind of things. Maybe at the beginning they did few things wrong, but they tried to do their best to balance it out. A lot of people said just remove the AC-130 from the Rush GameMode and everything would be perfect, but in my opinion they did the better thing and didn't remove it, they just fixed it. And my last tip for a server like that, you're obviously going to play with the engineer. You're going to play with the engineer for sure if you want to be successful. Try the MTAR, it's amazing for all of the armored kill maps except for Albor's Mountain. It saved me from a lot of situations, and of course the squad perk, that's just a must to have. Squad flag, that's just the best one. I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. See you guys in the next one.